country be this well. Potential is there, terrorist attack. So in that context, Ghana that potential is there.
Okay.
But just if we want to rank the risk, I think I can tell you that we are on top of whatever we are doing. The security agencies now are on top of what we are doing, because preemptive actions are over the period. The deployment north, the amount of work we have done, even within the country, intelligence beef up. So we shared the Akufo-Addo here over the last 6 years. The amount of resources are all the share security agencies, unprecedented. I can say it's unprecedented.
For security agencies?
Yes, unprecedented.
The armed forces in Kwana, say police,
armed forces, BBR is really, really great. Particularly the armed forces and the police. And it's the amount of resources or they share for them to be able to do their work. Development, especially armed forces development, from housing to the welfare, to BBR, from road network to everything that you can see. Effort is being made to ensure that the armed forces will have what it takes to be able to do their work. Sana police also, it is being done. If you talk of the general security feel, I can say it is good. But of course, as we always say, nothing is absolute. Ghanaians babwa, and they should do is to ensure so if you see something, you say something. They are babwa, because for security, minute by minute, second by second activity. A bit much second by second. But for now, we are really on top of what we are doing. We need your help. We need the help of the citizens. At the end of the day, we need a safe country. We are all part of citizens. Let's be citizens and not spectators.
In the spirit of saying something, if you see something, Enra, or colleagues in the minority, editor just say, Omati Bibi, say, mood training mercenaries be with Jubilee House near Dana, modern conphobia be good, and all of that. In that same spirit, you will not want to blame them. But is it true, Samuel Bibi, sir?
Baby, I mean, one meant me. I cannot do blame. I have to listen to everything.
Okay.
Blame me. Blame. I won't blame anybody. But it says something. See something, say something, and you hear something, say something. You can hear, but you have to make sure, at least you have a feel of it before you start talking. Even in a telephone call or maybe WhatsApp or social media, yes, but propaganda, dear, Mr. Otherwise, we'll keep raising red herrings and Ghana, and yet there's nothing like that. It is not even feasible. Say training will be to do what with that person, and to even say mercenary. You use the word mercenary. Jubilee House. How on earth can anybody do such a thing? Then you are even putting the life of the president at risk. Mercenaries. Even if say who come in Chrome and as a president Chrome training boy say to come and do what? You are putting the life of the president or anybody at risk. No serious security man or agency and no serious government will even consider such an idea. It's the worst place somebody can accuse you, say be a mercenary, say train boys, whether they are party or anybody to go and put. Why not just say you have their control? You train boys, give them arms to be at the seat of government. It's a potential coup d'etat in the making. There is nobody who would do such a thing. It's not possible. Jane won't say there's any government who even think of such a thing. But to answer the question right, it is a figment of somebody's imagination.
Because your colleague, Honorable Agalga, makes the point, and the quote is that, quote, the minority takes a very serious view of the expose, and we demand that government comes out to clarify if it is actually the case that mercenaries have been brought into this country and are being trained at Asuchare, and they are taken by escorts to Asuchare every morning by a bus to be trained.
Wati Afri man be a friend Calvin Taylor. I mean, come on. Minority? Who have access to me? Who have access to Kandapa? Who have access to interior minister? Who have access to even people, even President Kasa? Minority is the course president. Because it's supposed to be so.
Yeah.
He needs information. But my phone, now our friend president, to even tell him, say, this is what I'm hearing. Even say, and party, and it's even a risk to you. It's not true. There is nothing like that. Obia and any training at Asochari. If there's any training at Asochari, and I say Bondasi, and I say jungle warfare, the soldiers, and I say national security, and I say even the police come, they don't even do training in those places. It's only limited to mostly soldiers or to some extent a little bit of national security. And maybe once in 3 or 5 years. But generally, soldiers are training because soldiers have to be training constantly. It's not a true story at all.
And if the training be the normal,
it's normal soldier. The soldiers, some year training, they be for soldiers, they be training. But if I tell you, say, we have not tried to beef up security in strategic places, including Jubilee House, then I'll be lying to you. Of course, all that is happening around the world, the increased awareness, the threat to the country because of terrorism and everything. You have to, if you are a serious security minister, you have to take all this in consideration and make sure that you do whatever you have to do to protect in strategic places. That's why Mekachi said we have over 500 soldiers up north in strategic places doing their work. You know, just to assure the nations, it is somebody's imagination, but there's no truth in it, and it is not even possible for us to even think about such a thing. Mercenaries from outside to do what?
But because of the platform on which the issue was raised, it was done in Parliament. Members of Parliament on the minority side it raised the issue, and I'm calling on government to speak to the issue. Are you saying, say, ENRA, because also be a press conference, ENRA, should that end it? And I say, government will probably take this serious and investigate.
No, investigate what? Because there's no truth in it. Investigate what? Kevin Taylor, in the press conference, and I say, yes, whatever he calls it, and the party as a party, MPP, issue statement to say, there's nothing like that. Or more MPP4, they are not engaged in such a thing. They don't even have the intention of engaging in such a thing. In fact, a government that has brought a law to ban vigilantism. And you know, says our law is existing. So it is not possible for us to be lawbreakers. As a party, we are a law-abiding party. We are not part of that kind of thing. We are not doing it. For only the minority to go and make a similar, to drag something from outside into Parliament, say, a press conference, say, government, say, training for mercenaries. That's how to react, say, and it's not a true story. There's nothing going on like that. And I think it should end there. I am telling Ghanaians on authority, say, I'm putting my credibility on land and telling them, say, and that we have no intention to do that. I know Amikacha would say, look, Alpha Akufo-Addo, his term ends on the 6th of midnight.
On the midnight of 6th January 2025.
7th January, he's handed over to who the Ghanaian people will elect. Of course, your GDA say we'll make sure we'll put the economy right to get a re-election. But whoever the people will duly elect and supervised by a letter commission, people of Ghana go to the polling station, they will make a queue. They will vote. Yaba County, they will declare whoever has won the elections, and Akufo-Addo will hand over to that person. Nothing until what is being taught about MPP and as a government. Absolutely nothing. Doesn't even make sense. Say, how many boys are you going to train to be able to cause mayhem in this country?
94.7.
I'm from Obako. To go and face who? Ghana, a soldier for me. I'm turning over. I'm a minister. And answer why? And answer police. Who are you going to train to face what? With guns or what? It's simply not something that is comprehensible. And I say Kumasi, or where would they go? And I say Volta region or Northern region or Ashanti region, or where would they go? And I say Greater Accra or Western region or Central. And even and how many boys will you train to even do such a thing? It's not a feasible project. Say if there's a political party thinking say they can train any boys to do such a thing, you are just sending them to their graveyards. Because I saw your form, they would defend democracy. So it is not. They would defend democracy to the end. They will not allow you to come to the polling station